Next up, we're going to go over Sunderer movement. Um, when we are moving between, or when we're moving around any time as an infantry squad, majority of the time it's going to be in a Sunderer. We may do some galaxy drops and stuff as well, but that's the exception, not the rule, so I'm really not going to focus on that today. Galaxy is what it is. Um, I would like everyone to hop out of the Sunday right now. Now, Sunder is deployed. First of all, when we're moving around as a group, um, our goal is to get the Sunday to our destination as quickly as possible while avoiding enemies and not getting killed. So, in order to do that, we need to be able to respond to threats, Sunder-specific threats, namely. And in order to do that, we're going to have to change some classes up. Um, whatever you normally run, whatever you're specialized in, if it fits into this, please go that route. Otherwise, you may have to switch up your class whenever you hop in a Sunday. Just to keep us better protected when we run into a Liberator or a tank or something like that. First of all, we need to have, whenever we're traveling in the Sunday, at least 2 AA max. This is to take care of any air. We're going to have gunners in there, and they're okay, but you're going to want a couple anti-air as well to hop out and really scare the crap out of whatever's firing on us to get them to bug off or even, hopefully, explode. So I see I've got 1, 2 AA max. Very good. Thank you very much. In addition to that, we should have 2 medics and 3 engineers, and one of those engineers should be a driver. So I see we've got medics in the squad right now, and I've got 1, 2 engineers. We're not quite full, so I won't worry about the third one right now. That'll work for now. Let's see. For everybody else, you're gonna want to go either heavy assault or light assault with C4. Whatever you're more comfortable with. And you are the anti-tank group. So,
dudes.
And can I have one of the engineers volunteer as driver?
I will volunteer as a driver.
What is going
on? We are doing infantry training right now. Alright, so let's hop in the Sunderer again. As far as seats go, driver's going to want to be in seat number 1. This is open, so you will be able to switch seats. Obviously, driver in seat number 1. Light assault and heavy assault are best suited for the gunner seats. That way, the Maxes can jump out if need be, and we can still have turrets on the Sunday shooting at the air. So that's okay. Everyone else should be taking and paying attention to the seat that you're in. Let me give us a waypoint here. We can start driving around, actually. Head off towards the squad point, and when we get there, I'll update it again.
You guys want another person in the squad, or?
You can join us next time. I'll be running this course again next week at some point, so.
Okay, that's fine.
Alrighty. Oh, we are also live streaming. If you go to the address by my name, you can watch it there as well. Anyway,
which reminds me, Aetrix, your stream's getting a skosh laggy.
What's that?
Your stream is running a skosh laggy, like 10 FPS.
User left your channel.
Yeah, I'm on DSL. I mean,
okay.
It works. It's not perfect, but anyway, when we're moving around in the Sunday, we gotta cover all directions. So driver and the front gunner ought to be facing forward most of the time, and the rear gunner should be facing the rear until we see a threat. As far as the people sitting in the seats, you shouldn't be just twiddling your thumbs. If you're in 4, 5, 6, or 7, we're always going to look left. And if you're 8, 9, 10, 11, we're always going to look right. Spot targets, use your Q button, announce it when you see them, let the squad know. So, we're going to keep moving here. I'll update the squad waypoint again. Alright, so we've got our directions of cover. You notice I didn't mention the 12 seat, by the way. 12 seat ought to be the squad leader. He's usually going to be looking at the map, directing the driver to the next destination, trying to figure out where we're going next. So he should always be the 12 seat. All right, next. Let's see. Any questions about any of that, first of all?
Yes, one. Wouldn't it make more sense for a medic with triage to be sitting in a gunner seat, so that way wounded squad members could get into the Sunderer to heal, instead of a heavy assault or a light assault that could be attacking the tanks head on?
Does that actually work if he's in the Sunday?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's how
triage
works.
heals anybody in the vehicle with them.
Oh, wow. That's news to me. That's pretty awesome, but I will have medics jumping out once in a while as well. The idea is if we have armor on the ground, the tank guns are okay, or the turrets are okay, but they're better at fending off the air. But you'll see how I got this set up in a minute. But that is awesome to know that I didn't even know that the medics could heal inside the vehicle. All right.
Also,
Triage is a pretty
anyway.
rare certification at the moment, so it's not something we can expect yet.
Yeah, even I
Yeah.
don't have it.
Okay, so I wish my phone would quit ringing. All right.
My game just crashed. I'll be back
is
in
that
a
real?
second. Yeah.
Okie doke. Let me know when you're in. All right. So we've got our seats, and we've let me see. You can keep moving back and forth and driving around as long as we're in a safe area. I updated the point again. Anyway, we've got our seats set up, and we know where we're looking. Now, what do we do when we see an actual threat? First of all, gunners. The whole idea here, like I said, is to get from point A to point B in one piece. So we don't want to attract attention to ourselves. Always assume you're not firing unless you're fired upon. That being said, if the squad leader tells us we got to take something out, we're going to do a couple different things depending on what it is. So let's say we're driving along, and all of a sudden we see a small aircraft, not a Liberator on us, either a Scythe or a Reaver. What we're going to do is stop the Sunday, so go ahead and stop. We're going to deploy right where we're at, and we're going to have the Max and Engineers out. Medics ought to stay put unless somebody dies.
engineers, including the driver.
No, driver will stay put. Yeah, we should normally have. I see we have one the squad leader as an engineer. I don't even remember setting this up as an engineer, but anyway, engineers will repair the Maxes. Maxes will shoot the planes. Gunners will shoot the planes as well. So, good job. We hopped out. We killed the Reaver, and now it's time to repair everybody up and get back to the Sunday.
Hey, look, an aircraft.
And once we're all in, we can move around or get out
Wait
of
for
here.
me.
Yeah, wait for Rio. Oh, hurry up, Rio.
I was deconstructing it. Oh,
All right. So
see, I'm gonna kill Blue. He's been doing this all day.
we're driving along, and next thing you know, there's another aircraft shooting at us, but this time it's a Liberator.
Oh no.
Liberator's hurt, so wrong. Keep driving.
I was just showing what not to do.
Yeah.
When it's a Liberator, the last thing we want to do is make our Sunday an easy stationary target for him. So don't do this just yet, but what we're going to do is we're going to have Max's engineers and the medics jump out to support them. We're going to spread out so one good Sunday shot from the Dalton doesn't wipe out the whole group. And the Sunderer is going to keep moving. When everybody jumps out, the Sunderer is going to go in a circle around the infantry on the ground. So Max engineers and medics, we got a Liberator overhead. We're going to jump out in 3, 2, 1, jump. And that Sunday's going to keep circling around. Everybody needs to spread out, spread out, spread out. You're all grouped up. Bang, you're all dead. Spread out.
Yeah, one's there
You
for
failed
shot.
training.
Alright, make sure you don't get hit by our friendly Sunday as it's driving around. Alright, and good job. We didn't kill the Liberator, but he didn't expect us all to jump out. He bugged off, and he's gone. So let's get everybody repaired up. Repair the Maxes, repair the Sunderer, and then we're all going to get back in and move on. So that's for a Liberator. Last but not least is the armor. If we run into armor, it's going to be heavy assaults and engineers out. Engineers want to drop some ammo, so we have rockets. Light assaults are going to want to come out and try to get close and drop C4. Driver's going to keep moving when we see that and try to get behind some cover. At that point, he's going to deploy. So let's say over this ridge, I'm going to update the waypoint. We see armor coming from that direction up there. And there they are. Everybody out and get the armor that needs to get out. So we should have light assaults, heavy assaults, engineers. Somebody's going. I don't know. He's moving right for the armor column. He's gonna get blown up out there.
I
But
thought
he needs to
the
go
armor
find
was
some
in the
cover.
original squad waypoint.
He's moving to find some cover. And there, he's ducking behind some rocks over there, I think, or going over the hill. And when he finds a spot that he's safe, he's gonna redeploy. Or he's gonna
I don't
deploy
see
to
any
somebody.
ammo on the ground.
Yeah, that's my bad because I'm yelling instead of thinking. All right, so got ammo on the ground. We got the tanks, and we're probably gonna get one shot here. So once the Sunday's deployed, please let us know.
Sunderer is deployed.
All right, and all right, so good. We took out the tank. Everybody's safe. Let's make our way back to the Sunderer.
Hurrah, Marines.
If I can chime in
Yes.
regarding Sunderer combat,
Copy intake.
remember that
Go right ahead.
most turrets, other than the Cobalt, which is anti-infantry, deal a fair amount of damage to armor. The Fury, the Basilisk, and the Bulldog. You can actually duel a lightning tank with 2 Basilisk gunners.
You bring up a good point. I want to talk a little bit about Sunderer loadout. That's it for the different threats. You may ask why we didn't talk about infantry, by the way. For the most part, we're ignoring infantry. Our goal is rarely, never to be fighting out in the middle of the open somewhere. Unless it's a whole group of heavy assaults firing missiles at us, we really just want to ignore them and get to our destination. So, anyway, as far as Sunderer loadout goes, first of all, the guns. I like the default guns, mostly because they are effective, at least in some way, shape, or form, against infantry, against air, and against armor. If you change your guns up, they're going to be specialized for something, and we're really not going to have as good of a chance responding to whatever random threat we're going to run into. If we were driving around as an anti-take Sunday specifically, I would say, yeah, switch your guns out, but we need to be ready for anything, so default guns. We're also going to want the blockade armor. If you're a Sunday driver and have certs in that, that's great. Use your black blockade armor. A close second to that would probably be the mine guard. But I don't see too many mines just yet. As people get more certs, that might change. Blockade armor is probably still our best bet because survivability is the name of the game. And let's see, what else? Had a list in the notes somewhere. Here it is. As far as performance slot goes, you're probably better off with the rival combat chassis rather than the racer. Better hill climbing, better turning and steering and stuff is probably going to help you hide a little bit faster than actually going fast will. If we run into armor or something like that. And there will be a lot of times where we want to get the infantry up
User
behind a
joined your
base,
channel.
and you're going to need to go up a crazy hill or something like that. So, all right, so that's under a loadout. Does anybody have any other questions or comments about moving in a Sunderer?
Which map are you guys on?
Shield diffusers.
That's gonna be sort of a special use case. I guess I could talk about it real quick. Is there anybody here who has not been in a Shield Breaker Sunday at some point?
I haven't.
I haven't.
Slayer of Tacos has not.
Thrasher
Davik,
has it.
we're running a training squad just at the moment here. There's going to be another one running shortly, either this evening or next week. But right now, Alpha Squad, 1st Platoon is where you want to go if you're looking for some action, man.
Alright.
Just a side note, Aetrix, we should probably do this in the drill pad next time.
Do we have a channel now?
User
Oh, we
left
do.
your
Was
channel.
that always up there?
Drill pad is 4. It's always been there.
I gotta pay more attention to things, but to work for now. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah,
Shield breakers.
shield breaker. The way that works is if you go to a tech plan or something like that, and I actually haven't played in a couple days, and tech plans are way different now. But anyway, it used to be a big deal where you could hop into a Sunderer with the shield diffuser and load it up with a bunch of maxes and drive up to an enemy shield and hit a button, and bam, your Sunday could drive right through the shield. So it was a good way to break into a tech plant. You could also use it to get through the shields surrounding like an amp station or something like that when they have the perimeter walls around the outside. So that's pretty nifty thing. It's a sort of a special use case though, and you won't see it often, and for general infantry transport that will not be a thing. So just a real brief thing for you so you guys know what it is. Alright, so any other questions or comments about Sunderers?
I do. It's kind of a dumb question. What slot does the shield diffuser fill on a Sunderer? On the
Utility.
somebody would like to. Oh,
The utility slot.
All right, cool.
It's merely a transport. It does not respawn. You can't deploy it.
Yep. And for utility as a Sunday transport for infantry squad, you're always going to want AMS.
Right.
So, okie doke. So, alright, that's going to wrap it up for Sunderers. Now, what happens if we're moving along and somebody dies? Well, let's say we're moving and, oh my god, Super Thrive got shot in the head. What happens?